Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Celtic career mode. We move on to episode 9, nearly at double digits now, of the career mode. We're on deadline day, and I left off last episode with the news that we were actually going to be selling Tom Rogic, one of the bigger players in the team. We're getting quite a decent fee for him. We're getting about £7 million. He's still here at the minute, but I did ask in the comments, who should we sign as a replacement? Now, Tom hasn't actually gone yet, but there was 3 players who came up more often than other ones. So if I can quickly get up the transfer hub, I'll show you the 3 players who were brought up the most, if I can get down to them here. And here they are. The first one, Ryan Gauld, valued at £9 million. Obviously Scottish, played in Scotland before, played for Dundee United. He has an overall of 75. We actually picked him up last year in the Celtic career. He's got long hair in this, which is weird. I don't know if he has long hair in real life. But Ryan Gauld is one of the options. Another player is Brahim Diaz, who came up from Man City, who apparently has a very high potential. We don't know anything about him though, so we might move in and get an absolute, honker of a negotiation session where we might just get Pep Guardiola walking out on us. And finally we have Ayuso Perez of Newcastle, who was the final player who came up a couple of times. Would also be quite good to come in, but once again we don't know too much about him. So right now the only player who we know a lot about and might be able to get is Ryan Gauld. If we can't get any of these players, I'm not too bothered. I think we'll be fine till the end of the season. Next year when we're in the Premier League, we'll be looking to upgrade anyway on the central midfield positions. So we've not got too much to worry about. Firstly, I've just got to get actually Tom Rogic out the club, and there we go, 1 hour in to deadline day and Tom Rogic is gone. £7 million has been brought in, and now that leaves us with some money. If we go to transfers, there's nothing in the budget. That's weird. I mean, it just said 5.5 million had been allocated. Nothing is there. That's quite worrying. I thought we were going to be signing a cam. Peter Law, where is the money? And Mikael Lustig. Leeds have came in. Mikael Lustig probably will be replaced next year, mostly because he's starting to go down in overalls. But we're not going to let him go because I love him so much. So, fuck off, Leeds. But the money was not in the transfer. There we go. It's sorted now. So we don't have a massive amount of money, not going to lie. We have about £7.5 million there. Which might make it difficult to get some of those players. So I guess we start negotiations, and I'll let you know if any of them come through. Turns out we can't get Ryan Gauld. He is away out on loan, so Ryan Gauld will not be coming to us. Now it's between these two then, Diaz and Perez, which we might not know too much about. So I'm going to go into this Diaz offer quite low down. I do not want to overpay, because if we don't get him, it's not the end of the world. I'm not going to be stressing over it. So do you know what? We'll offer £2.5 million, which might be an insult. I feel like he's going to get him walk out, but it's what I'm offering. Just, okay, right, that's that. Right, that went very quick. Maybe we are overpaying, which is a bit weird. I mean, 2.5 million. Anyway, let's get the contract tied up. We might have a decent cam here. I hope he's good. He was recommended a couple of times, so we'll just say he's a prospect at the minute. I don't know if he'll want that change, right? He wants to be a sporadic player. That's fine. We can deal with that. Sporadic's not too bad. It's not the end of the world. 5-year deal. Tie him down as long as put. He wants a 2-year deal. Jeez, oh, you're so stubborn, young Brahim. We don't want a release clause. Right, he wants £37,000 a week. We can afford that. It's a lot of money, but we can't afford it. And there we go. We have signed Brahim Diaz. Now, the question is, what is his overall? Apparently, his potential is 87. He's only 68 just now, so we will send him on some training. But apparently has very high potential. Let's hope that works out. But there we go. Deadline day signing. Replacement for Tom Rogic is in. Big news actually coming out there, and not very good news. The assistant manager has just informed me that Patrick Roberts has suffered a training injury, which means he's out for the next 4 weeks. One of the better players in the team is out, which means James Forrest is going to slip into the team from now for the next month or so, and we've got a good month ahead of us. It's a big month, which I'm now going to begin to show you, and it's a gutter Patrick Roberts will be missing out in the games, because there are some big games in there. First off, we've got a game away to Reading, which should we play or should we sim? I've still got to decide. Then we've got Cardiff at home, we've got Birmingham away, we've got Sheffield Wednesday at home, and then finally, to end off today's episode, we will be playing Rangers at Ibrox. First time in the series we were heading to Ibrox actually, so quite a big episode. Again, we have another old form. So, I don't know, what do you guys think about the speed of the career mode right now? The Championship season, I just want to kind of get through, and then I want to take some more time when we get to the Premier League. Right now, it's really, you know, play a game and you win. If you look at the league, I mean, look at it, we're flying away here. We're fucking 70 points already. So, let me know if you think the pace is too fast, too slow, whatever. But we've already got one game against Red. I've got to decide if I want to play a sim, though. Right, I've made a decision. I'm not too comfortable with simming away games. I prefer to sim home games. Granted, I only lost this season. Was at home, I'm sure we simmed that and we lost at home to someone. But I'm going to actually play the Reading game mostly because that is away. I'd rather sim the Cardiff home game. And I don't want to sim 2 away games because we'll be simming, I think it's Sheffield Wednesday. No, it's Birmingham as well away. So, got to be slightly careful. It's one of those 2 games anyway. So, what we're going to do is we're going to just head in, we're going to play this game, and we're going to get a win again on Legendary as well. Look at me, I'm getting good. Right, the team, quite a number of changes actually. Gordon remains in goals, but we've got 2 changes at the back from well, actually 3 changes from the regular. Ayer, Holden and Gamboa all come in. We've got McGregor coming in over Armstrong, and the front 3 is entirely different with Forrest, Griffiths and Hayes be the starting front 3. Hayes used to play for Red, I believe, so that's nice. Anyway, here we go. Oh no, they're through. Reading are up 1-0. The defence was non-existent. The back line came so far forward, and we just let them in behind so easily. There was no effort to defend. Oh, we're done 1-0 to Reading. We've not lost a game yet by playing, and I feel like this might be one of the first times where we've went down in a league game. Well, we have lost a game when playing. We lost to Arsenal, but a league game. Oh, they've got a chance again. There's nothing I can do. Gordon's running so slowly. I mean, how has that happened? What was Craig Gordon doing? He's shuffling back into his goal instead of running. It's so frustrating. Oh, it's made me angry. It's fucking pissed me off. I mean, look, right, I brought Gordon out fair enough. I shouldn't have. There's no defender on the mess point, but Gordon's shuffling back. Then we just let it all happen, and none of the computer-controlled defenders decided to mark him. McGregor, there's a nice pass for Forrest. We need to score here. The Forrest has fucking skied it. Right, we need to pull one back before half time. We're not going to because we can't pass a ball to our fucking team. 3-0. 3 fucking 0. We are doing 3-0 to Reading. This is the first time we've actually been picked apart and destroyed in this career mode. This is embarrassing. Well, note to self. Never play a weak team ever again because we have been dismantled, embarrassed and we're shite. 3 changes at half time. Feel like they were needed. Brought in Sinclair, brought in Dembele, and I'm giving Diaz a debut. Because we need to change the game, right? We need to start well, and Dembele starts well. No, how's he missed? Right, thank God for that. Oh my God, I thought Dembele missed. He did miss a rebound. But I thought we weren't going to get a goal from that. We've started the half brilliantly. Went out, scored a goal. That's what we need to be, ruthless. God knows how Dembele missed that. And we were actually lucky with Sinclair's rebound. If you look at it, it hit off his foot. Could have easily been cleared. But it goes in. So I'm not caring. That's a decent ball. It's not going to go to any other players though. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. There we go, Gamboa. Please, Sinky, please, 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 please. Sinclair, he scored it. We're back in the game. It's 3-2. Game is not over. We're down 3-0. Second half have been very, very good. Come on. Diaz sends a wee ball through for Moussa Dembele. He's put it wide out. Oh, it was deflected. Right, we've got a corner. Maybe Christopher Ayer's going to meet that. Ah, it's a poor header. Dembele. Brilliant. Brilliant from Big Moussa. Nobody passed it. No. And Champ. Right. Brown. Kieran Tierney to strike. He's at the bar. You're joking. Diaz. Dembele. Scott Sinclair. Oh, maybe. I've fucked it. I've absolutely fucked it. Such a poor first half performance has cost us. Don't let them go and score another now. Keep it at a 1 goal difference. We fought for some pride. Wide. And we'll lose the game. We were so poor in the first half, and that's what's cost us. Second half, we were brilliant. We scored 2. We could have scored another 2 easily. We missed a couple of sitters. Well, not a couple of sitters, but Tierney hit the bar. We had a couple of good chances. Just, how did we play so badly in the first half? Never play Johnny Hayes again. So that being our second loss of the season, you can see it's not had too much of an effect. We're still 14 points clear. Reading are sitting third, so they're one of the tougher teams in the league. Rangers slowly creeping up on that top 6. So will they be going up with us? I don't know. Don't really care. Would be nice to have the derby in the Premier League, I suppose. But right now we're first, that's what matters. Right then, time to sim another game, and the team I'm going to send out is actually this one, because I'm not actually playing the game. I'm going to send out our strongest team. We need to beat Cardiff here. In real life, Cardiff flying at the minute. Don't know how they're doing in this, I've not actually checked, but here we go. We should be getting a win if a sim. We're at home, 3-0. Sinclair is on great form this episode. His 4th goal in 2 games in this episode, so 3-0, him and Armstrong getting the goals. Dembele has slipped a little bit. His form hasn't been so great as of recent, and as you can see, Sinclair is catching up to them, and Vibe has caught up to them of Brentford. So we've got an away game to sim now. I don't like simming away games, but I only play 2 games an episode, as you know, and I want to play Rangers. So here we go. Birmingham, who aren't the strongest in the league, actually one of the worst teams in the league. And we're up 1-0 there. We should be winning. We hold on from the 10th minute. James Forrest with the only goal. Dembele really struggling at the minute. Will he start the Old Firm game? Sometimes you get bad news, sometimes you get good news. Patrick Roberts will be playing the Old Firm game. There he is. Back already. What a comeback, my son. That was quicker than I thought. And he will be here to play Rangers. So, we've got one more game to sim before that, though, and it's against Sheffield Wednesday, and hopefully things will go to plan. Going to rotate the team a wee bit, just so we're resting players for the Rangers game at the weekend. So we're playing our weaker team, and Griffiths is actually starting here, so if he gets a couple of goals, maybe he'll start over Dembele in the Old Firm game, because Dembele has been really cold recently, and we need him to pick up his form again. So here we go, dropping him, and it was a bad mistake to switch up the teams. 2 losses in 1 episode. That's poor. That's the 2nd time I've simmed a home game and lost. I'm actually starting to fear simming home games over away games. And we've lost again. So that takes our loss total up to 3 then. 3 losses. That's a gutter. Right, we need to beat Rangers now. It's enough said. I mean, we can't be losing this game. And I will be just starting Dembele. The Hun Scalper himself. I will just be starting him. I'll be starting McGregor. I'll be playing the 4-2-3-1 instead of the attacking 4-3-3, just so we have a bit more to drop back in defence after the poor defending against Reading. But here we go. The first time in the series, we will be heading to Ibrox. And we'll have a look at the Rangers team when we're into the game. Roberts is very tired. He's not going to start this game. We'll start Forrest. We'll bring Roberts on if we need him. But he won't start. That's awful similar to Celtic Park, isn't it? East Point Arena. Ibrox, we're just going to refer to it as. But here we go, the 2nd Old Firm of the series, the first away Old Firm of the series. Well, let's have a look at the Rangers team in this game. Anyway, the Rangers team I'm still waiting to see come up the screen. Let's see if they've made any signings or such. Here we go, Rangers team, Foderingham with Taverner, Cardoso, Alves and Wallace. Candias Torrens, Jack and Windass make the midfield 4, and up front is Dodu and Miller. So no Morelos. And no Herrera. They'll play with Miller and Dodo, surprise, surprise. But no changes there from the current Rangers team. This is it. This is not bad. This is not bad. Dembele, Sinclair curls it. Not far at all. Just wide. Lustig. McGregor has a bit of space to shoot. Too much on it. Brown again. Armstrong. He's done well. We rushed the shot. We had so much space there. Shit. Armstrong can maybe win that, and he does. Which means Dembele can take it on the turn beautifully, but the shot is... I think we've blasted every shot over the bar. We're playing into rugby goals. 0-0. Dominant. Just can't get a goal. Brown. Armstrong. Dembele shoots. Save from fucking Foderingham. Not gonna lie, I'm making it difficult here at Ibrox. Patrick Roberts coming on the park. Sinclair. Decent delivery. Sviatchenko! Get in, big man! The Danish one. I don't even know. The Danish fucking sex hero. There we go. Brilliant. Get in. We're 1-0 up against Rangers. Finally, the deadlock is broken. They've been so defensive, so hard to break down. But Big Eric, the man himself, I love you, is there to save the day, just like he did at Hampden very briefly a couple of years ago. But who cares? It is now 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. What am I saying 1-0 for? We're winning. I just want the game over and done with. I mean, if they weren't going to score now, that would be... oh no. Yes, Lustig. Yes. Last chance of the game, I would reckon. Ball sent in. Pena wins the header, smacks the post, Brown away. Full time. Hail, hail. We win again. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for the episode. I've got my dinner now, so I want to eat it before it gets cold. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hit like and subscribe. See you all next time.